Hey guys, my name is Jenny Postwade, and I decided to do a voiceover PowerPoint for my discussion board post because when I posted my thoughts, they were so lengthy and I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with my words. Before I delve into the meat of this discussion, I want to share a quick aha moment. I don't know how I missed this, but I really never remember learning about the constructivist model in my college courses. But I have heard this model referred to several times. While reading the article, The Science of Learning, I saw the definition of this model and one that is contrary to it, and I was so excited because now I know what everybody's talking about. Okay, moving on. The three big takeaways that I absorbed from all the learning that are good social study pedagogies are, first of all, inquiry-based learning. Inquiry-based learning, in my opinion, draws students in without much effort on the teacher's part. And what I mean is that this type of learning puts the students at the helm and allows them to steer their learning where they want to go. I love this model because kids are naturally curious. They are born to learn, and learning should be inflating their balloon of excitement, not deflating it. As Judy Helms stated, engagement and integration increase when children have the opportunity to investigate something of great interest to them and have a say in what they want to learn about the topic. The second important point that I learned is about activity. Learning should be active and not lecture-based. All in favor of our college classes all being lecture-based, raise your hand. Yeah, I don't think so. Reading out of a textbook and answering questions is the perfect formula for behavior problems and notes home to parents. Like the quote says above, active strategies lead to new opportunities for student discovery and engagement. Aha, there's a good word, engagement. What's the opposite of engagement? In my opinion, it is disconnectedness. Is that a word? Anyway, my point is that I do not want my students to be disconnected. I want them to be engaged, active learners. So that means I'm going to have to create engaging and active lessons. The third point that I think is important is to be prepared. Teaching fun and active, engaging lessons doesn't just happen by chance. Teachers have to know the content, skills, and dispositions we are supposed to teach. I love the step-by-step method that Judy Harris Helms gives us in her article, Got Standards? Don't Give Up on Engaged Learning. The anticipatory planning webs that she demonstrates how to use in her article are pure gold. I saved this article in my future classrooms folder on my desktop. One of the main points in all the reading that I totally agree with is the need to foster creativity in our children. As I was reading, the thought about center time popped into my head. I taught 4 and 5-year-olds for about 5 years, and during that time, center time was one of my favorite times with my kids. Center time is where my students learned how to communicate, solve problems, and most importantly, be creative. My question is, where did center time go, and why was it taken away? You can pause this slide if you want to read all the thoughts on the square that surround my thinking on the need to bring center time back. This quote in the center circle from the Asian Society was a big warning sign to me as a teacher, and it really got my wheels to turning. Sometimes allowing students to go deeper costs time, time that we don't feel like we have if we're going to cover all the material. It's a trade-off, a fine line, a learned art. So you can read on the slide the questions that came up as I was pondering this quote, and you can pause the slide to read them if you want. According to NCSS, a powerful, purposeful pedagogy in elementary social studies should include meaningful, integrative, value-based, challenged, active lessons. This lesson I chose from the website globaldigitalcitizen.org includes all of these attributes. The lesson is titled Teaching Compassion, Effective Communication. Teaching Compassionate, Effective Communication. During this lesson, students learn 8 methods for effectively improving the communication skills they will need to succeed in the real world. No matter the age, I think we need to teach our students to communicate with each other when they have a need or a problem instead of running to the teacher. During this lesson, students are experiencing and interacting with the social studies thematic strands of culture, people, places, environments, global connections, and civic ideals and practices. Not only that, but they are building their own self-confidence and their ability to effectively communicate through the watching of films that model conversation skills, using technology, the reinforcement of active listening, participating in group presentations and assignments, answering open-ended questions, and completing tasks that foster critical thinking, students will transform their thinking and become effective communicators. One of the best parts of this lesson is the opportunity for reflection. It is during times of authentic reflection when progress is truly made, in my opinion. Well, this concludes my discussion post presentation, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts.